question is the bill be now read a second time, and I call the member for Durack.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. These bills before us are a demonstration of this government's election commitment to enhance online safety for children, including appointing a Children's e-Safety Commissioner to take a leadership role in online safety and implementing a complaint system backed by legislation that will get cyberbullying material targeted at our children taken down quickly from large social media sites. The bills were developed following considerable public and stakeholder consultation, as we've just heard from the previous speaker, and took account of more than 80 submissions in response to the discussion paper Enhancing Online Safety for Children, which was released in January 2014. In addition to the Commissioner and complaint system, the Online Safety Bill provides for the Commissioner to make a cyber bully not only remove material but also to stop them from posting further offensive material. It provides for the cyber bully to apologise to the child. It also provides some enforcement mechanisms for the Commissioner. An account to fund the Commissioner's activities, which is pretty important, and also importantly enables the Commissioner to disclose information in certain circumstances. Clearly, cyberbullying and online safety are important community issues. Whether you're in the city or in the bush, they're important to all individuals and families. Cyberbullying, as I say, affects all of us, particularly younger people who are more vulnerable. But what do we mean by cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is when someone is tormented through any form of technology. This is a modern-day problem, Deputy Speaker. New research commissioned by the Abbott government last year showed that 1 in 5 children aged 8 to 17 experiences cyberbullying each year. The successful passage of these bills would be a powerful deterrent for cyberbullies and would help keep our children safe. It provides some security and some protection. The findings show that cyberbullying is widespread and that there is substantial community distress about whether there are adequate response mechanisms available. I'm particularly pleased that our government announced the funding of $10 million in the May budget for a policy of enhancing online safety for children, which includes an amount of $7.5 million to assist schools to purchase accredited online safety programs, $2.4 million to establish and operate the Office of the Children's e-Safety Commissioner, and support for Australian-based research and information campaigns on online safety. Deputy Speaker, parents in my electorate of Durack periodically speak with me about their alarm and apprehension for their children and the online safety issues. We ask ourselves, do you know where your children are? Who are they with and what are they doing? We ask that on a day-to-day basis as a parent. Well, it should be no different when our children are online. Because of my concern in the electorate, I organised some cyber safety workshops in Durack. We had around 500 students and teachers in the city of Geraldton, thanks to the good grace and skill of my very talented colleague, the member for Forrest. The workshop presentation addressed the risks associated with social media like Facebook and Twitter, cyberbullying, your child's digital footprint, what it means to be groomed online, your mobile phone and its security weaknesses such as location services and, of course, scams. Deputy Speaker, students from Allendale Primary School, St Lawrence's Primary School and Geraldton Senior College participated in 5 workshops to learn of the dangers and management strategies of using technology. We had the pleasure of also having a further 50 teachers from Geraldton Senior College attend a workshop, many of who are also parents. The workshops addressed unwanted contact, online friends, rude messages and online gaming, and how to recognise the associated dangers as well as strategies for managing them. If children are being cyberbullied, they need to block the contact or ignore it and tell a parent or responsible adult. The presentations were adapted by the member for Forrest to be age appropriate, and that was where the skill came in, but the message was still the same. The children at the workshops learned to be smart, safe and responsible when using technology, and the teachers learnt to be vigilant. The feedback from the school children, parents and teachers was quite overpowering. Many teachers and principals talked about the new workload that had been created for them. This real and new workload emanated from online bullying, from teachers and principals' endeavours to protect their students, and from trying to manage new and distracting student behaviours, from students that have been bullied, they're sulking, from humiliation, not wanting to attend class, so an increase in truancy rates, being on the outer of friendship groups, poor attendance, unable to concentrate in class. Deputy Speaker, as if the teachers don't have enough to do, this is obviously adding to their considerable workload. Cyber safety is a dark issue. Many of us, of course, do not understand it, and it is a case of what you don't know won't hurt you. But as we've heard in this debate from many people, cyber safety is paramount because cyberbullying does hurt. Ignorance is your enemy when it comes to online safety. This is not helped by the fact that many of our children are provided with mobile and internet services at very young ages. They are phoning, emailing, texting and accessing sites from early primary school. It means that they and others have direct access to all sorts of things, much of which can be harmful. Deputy Speaker, for youngsters, the 10 to 15-year-old age group in particular, it is the posting of humiliating or downright harmful photos, videos, rumours, gossip and confidences which are then exacerbated by features that share and broadcast the damaging content that sees our children often very upset. There can be harmful consequences associated with online issues and bullying, as we've heard many speak about in this debate, where a child can experience extreme anxiety, they don't want to go to school, they lose their friends, they can't face certain people. No one wants rumours and damaging content broadcast for all the world to see, especially if it's gossip or just simply untrue. Deputy Speaker, the following is a taste of comments from my electorate about concerned citizens with respect to cyberbullying, which I've taken from the Geraldton Guardian website. Vivian of Geraldton says, "Of course it's a growing problem. Ask any of the kids in Geraldton and they'll probably tell you. It's not just limited to Facebook either. It's nasty messages, emails, photos being sent around. It's a serious problem. And the law doesn't deal with it. Most of the problem is that people are so unaware of it, in terms of kids, because some parents don't know how to use a computer. Guess the first step is to ignore it, but it won't stop." This particular person is studying education and she has a particular interest in this at a research perspective. Lisa Marie from Geraldton said, "It's not just kids. On the radio today, I heard about parents slandering a school principal on Facebook. Many people who comment on the Geraldton Guardian page, Sunrise page, etc., bully others and say hurtful things just because they have a different opinion to them. When the adults stop doing it, the kids may follow." And Jenny from Geraldton said, "Most bullies are basically cowards, so internet is perfect for them. They're nothing but keyboard warriors." Deputy Speaker, well, I think we here in this House today would agree with many of those comments. As I said, these issues are most prevalent amongst the 10 to 15-year-old, very sensitive age group. Fortunately, the incidence of online bullying does start to decrease during the age group of 16 to 17. As parents, some of us have seen behaviours that are problematic, and sadly we've heard of severe cases that have led to depression and suicidal thoughts and the ultimate taking of a young person's life. Let us not forget the crime side of online safety, and it is right that newly appointed Commissioner, through the successful passage of these bills, will work closely with police, government agencies, the internet industry, child protection agencies and parent and teacher associations. And for those who do break the law, if a provider of social media service fails to comply, it will be liable to pay a penalty, potentially $17,000 per day for each day it fails to respond. And there are also enforcement provisions, court injunctions, etc., which are welcome. Deputy Speaker, I reiterate my support for the Online Safety Bill and its amendments, and I know that I can speak confidently on behalf of the constituents of Durack who would throw their support behind these bills as well. They have asked me, in my role as their local member, to do what I can in the Parliament to fight cyberbullying, to protect and keep their children safe, and on that basis I commend these bills to the House.
I thank the member for Durack.